12 things you must know as a man before getting married. And if you know these things, it is going to help you. As a bachelor, sometimes you live your life without restriction, but immediately you meet the right woman, marriage will all of a sudden come to your mind. Don't propose to her until you have watched this video. Number one, as a man, make sure you have something you are doing. Make sure you have a means of taking care of your family. Don't get married because somebody promised to pay you the money he or she is owing you. Don't get married because you are believing that in the nearest future things will get better. Don't get married because somebody has promised to feed you. As far as marriage is concerned, what do you have at hand? What do you have before proposing to that woman? I'm not talking about people who lost their jobs in the course of marriage. I'm not talking of people who planned, the way their marriage will look like or be, and at the end it's not like that. No, I'm talking about you having something you are doing. You can't just be lazy and be thinking of marriage. You can't just be planning on something you don't have. Don't propose to any lady when you don't have anything you are doing. As an applicant, you've not gotten a job, you start proposing to a lady. You are building on the wrong foundation, because in marriage, love is not blind. Love can only be blind when you are dating. But as far as marriage is concerned, love is not blind. Love can see in marriage. Number two, as you are planning on getting married to that woman, make her your top priority. That marriage should be more important than any other relationship in your life. This means you are going to set aside time for your family. You're going to set aside time to ensure that that marriage is nurtured. Don't get married to that woman when you know that you have other women in your life that are more important than her. Whatever that affects her, whatever that concerns her, must concern you. There may be other people in your life before she came in, but immediately you are married to her, she is now number one. So whatever you are doing, both when you are in the house, when you are outside, you must consider her first. Number three, you have to know the background of the woman you want to marry. What background is she coming from? Do you know that very few come from a perfectly healthy home these days? What is the relationship of your woman with her mother? What is the relationship of your woman with her father? All these things count. Don't overlook them. If she is not staying with her parents, probably her uncle, her auntie, whomever she's staying with, what relationship is she having with that person or with the family? Why do you need to know her background? It will help you to know how to adjust, how to relate with her. Because if she is from a family that the father always abused the mother, that means most times she may be misunderstanding things you are doing. She may misunderstand your intentions. Now that means you have to work patiently with her. That means you need to convince her that not all men are like her father. If she's coming from a family where the mom is the breadwinner, maybe the dad is the lazy type, or the dad is the one that, maybe things did not work out the way he planned them. If it's coming from such background, there are some certain things you will do, she will misunderstand you. There are some things she will do which you need to tolerate her before she will understand that she's doing the wrong thing. If you don't know the background of the woman you are going to get married to, most times the way the two of you, your communication level may not be the same. She may be coming from a background where they give out money monthly for feeding, and you are coming from a background where they give out money daily for feeding. Now, for you to relate with her, if you give her money daily for feeding, you will understand that if you notice the planning very well with that finance may not work out, because she has been trained that when you give her money for feeding monthly, she will divide it and she knows how to manage it. Now, you giving her money daily or whenever there's no food in the house to go and buy, you need to educate her. You need to make her know, see reasons why you are doing that, because she has not seen such. She wasn't trained like that. So for her to understand your move, you need to gradually explain things to her, carry her along, letting her know why you are doing that. Don't just drop money and tell her to prepare, because most times she may not even know how to plan very well, because she is coming from the background where If you are given money monthly, you split it, you plan with that money. Number four, you must know that it is no longer all about you. As you are getting married to that woman, you are going to be planning with her. You won't be planning alone. You have to plan together. Don't wake up one morning and bring up a law. Carry her along. Don't take her unaware. Don't make her feel like she doesn't matter. For the fact that you are getting married to her, you must be ready to carry her along in all you are doing. If any of your family member wants to visit you, let her know. Even if she doesn't agree, try to convince her. But the most important thing is carry her along in any decision you are taking, in anything you are doing. Don't make her feel her decision, her voice is not relevant in that marriage. While as a bachelor, you can think of something this night, you wake up and change it. But as a married man, you are not at liberty to be changing your decisions alone. Carry her along. When things are about changing, carry her along. When things around you have changed, carry her along. Let her know. Discuss that with her. Plan with her. Don't just plan and conclude on your own. It is no longer about you. You are now two with one goal. Number five, respect her opinion. Now, while you are planning together with her, respect her contribution. Sometimes she can disagree with you. Don't intimidate her into agreeing with you, even when you know deep down that she doesn't agree with you. If you must make her do things your way, convince her, give her reasons. And if she has, a better reason for you not to do it, listen to her. Don't sideline her opinion. If the two of you must argue, sure, there's no marriage that is perfect. You make your marriage perfect. No two marriages are the same. What may work for another marriage may not work for your own. So you find out what works for your own marriage. Now, how do you know this? When she is telling you something that is contrary to what you want or what you know, allow her to finish. Discuss that with her. Let her know that she has a say in that union. Don't always shut her up. Don't make her feel that her opinion only matters when that opinion tallies with your own. That is why in some marriages, you see whatever the husband says, the wife will agree, even when the husband knows that the wife is having another opinion. But because the husband doesn't respect her opinion, the wife will just keep quiet. When you must correct her for the wrong she has done, don't correct her when there is a heated argument. In marriage, you can only correct with love. And when you are correcting with love, that means you are respecting her feelings. Let her voice out when she doesn't agree with you. Immediately you start intimidating your wife to bottle up her feelings, she will not be telling you the whole story. Even if she makes any mistake, she will not tell you because she already knows that you are going to condemn her. You're going to make her feel she doesn't have any sense. And when you respect her opinion, in fact, you will start seeing a better person in that wife. Because in marriage, you mature gradually. Don't always stop your wife from airing her own opinion. Don't always make her feel that her opinion doesn't matter. Number six, let her be herself. She can't always be like you. Let her be open to you. Women have a way of bottling up their emotions when they know their husband doesn't care about the way they feel. They will not be open to you again. One of the things that makes a woman to be open to her husband is when the husband has convinced her that she can be herself, that he will respect her feelings. It will make the woman to be open and be truthful to the husband in that marriage. Number seven, don't compare your wife with your ex-girlfriends, with people that have been in your life before. I want you to have this in your mind as you propose to that woman. One, she is not perfect. Two, she will make mistakes. So you that you are getting married to her, you are not perfect. You are full of mistakes. Never you compare your wife to your mother. Because immediately you start comparing your wife to your mother, you are making your wife to see you as a man that does not value his wife. You are making her to feel that there is a rival out there. You are making her to suspect your moves. That is why in some marriages you see that The husband will provide everything for the wife, but the wife will never be happy. Sometimes you notice that the husband is always comparing the wife to the ex-girlfriend just because of one mistake or the other, or comparing the wife to the mother just because the wife is not reasoning like the mother. Your mother and your wife cannot be the same person. They cannot have the same attitude. They cannot have the same spirit. They cannot have the same character. Understand that your wife is higher than your mom in your life. Anything that happened between you and your ex shouldn't come into this marriage. It stays there in the past. Don't ever compare your ex to your wife. Immediately you start comparing your wife to your ex, you will be divided, because a part of you will be thinking about the ex, what the ex can do right that your wife is not doing right. If your ex is better than your wife, why didn't you settle with her? Watch out for part 2. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that when new videos come out, you will be the first to be notified. Please, I need your comments. I need you to share your own experience. If you have anything you want us to talk about, you can also state it in the comment section. See you in the next video. Please share to your friends, share to your single friends, share to your married friends.